Like,
Yo, what up? What up? What up, people? What's going down? How it be? What it look like? It's your boys, the No Man Fantasy Sports Podcast. It's Tuesday night. You know we rule the airways. It's your boy, Mr. What Up, man? Yo, what up, peoples?
Yeah.
Talking about Energy's High tonight. Listen, we're supposed to have a special guest, and I'm going to call him out in about 2 seconds if he doesn't show his fat ass up here.
Get your ass in here.
We'll get the introductions out the way. He's watching the game right now, so I can't be mad at him. He's your favorite 135-pound white dude from the Midwest.
That's right.
What was he about to say? He was about to say pothead.
Put that extra 5 on there. I like that.
140? I mean, 130.
140, man. Yeah, we get it.
160 soaking wet. Pause.
160 soaking wet with like 2 chains and a
It's heavy clothing. It's heavy cotton.
That's just crazy. All right.
Is he carrying Mitch?
What was that, sir?
If he's weighing 160, he would have to have you on his back. But anyway, come on, let's go.
Wow. Hey, so that was your boy, Bougie Cow. I mean, Bills fan. I mean, bro. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, man?
The man in the middle, the sports desk extraordinaire, the hairiest dude on the internet, Billy B. What up, Billy?
What up, guys?
We got the man on the road. You can't see his face right now. That could be a good thing or bad thing, however you perceive it to be. My man, Road Reese. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, baby? What's going on?
We got the man in the building. Don't fuck with this guy. I'm just telling you that right now. You don't want that smoke.
Put your tongue away, bro.
You should change your name.
Sorry, y'all.
Don't want that smoke. My man Jay Curbs is in the building. What's up, Jay?
Yo, Reese, I missed you last week.
Hey, I miss you guys too, man. Miss you guys too.
Hey, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that here in a second, by the way, just so you don't know.
No, we're not.
And the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. It's his power hour plus 2 more hours or an hour more. My man Drew, what up, Drew?
That was crazy. Yeah, what's good, people?
We got the guy who has Jared Kirby Internet. He's just joining us right now. My man Snow. He said he was having some internet issues, so he's with us. What up, Snow?
What's up? Let me change the background.
We do have a special guest tonight. His name is, as you know, he's familiar with the podcast. He's our guy, J Dub. I'm bringing him up. He has a special announcement to make for more or less the No Man Nation, more or less, J Dub, right? I mean,
hello,
and its affiliates. So
hello,
like
good
Wu-Tang, like this is the Wu-Tang, right? And we got affiliates. So he's like, what was that? What was old boy's name?
Shaheen,
the Rugged Child.
Who was the other one? Who was the other guy, Drew?
Killer Army.
Killer Army.
So
I don't think anyone knows a Killer Army. I mean, there's some people, but I'm pretty sure no one on this panel knows a Killer Army.
What was Killer Priest?
But J Dub, Randy, Chuck, and Stitch is like the Wu-Tang Army of No Man.
What's up, Mitch?
And of course, the three-time fantasy football champion, co-host of the league, which, by the way, big news, got signed for another 2 seasons, so we're good to go. Saying how it is. My man Wes, what's up, baby? The greatest co-host in podcast.
Mitch, I got another conspiracy theory.
I'm with you on this.
I got another one. It started with the NFL. I got the NBA. So
Don't do it, bro.
No,
Hold on, Wes. Speak your mind. What bullshit?
I'm with Wes all day.
It starts with the lottery. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
NBA lottery.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've always thought the lottery was rigged. I always thought it was rigged.
Big fan.
I can't wait for my piece.
Patrick Ewing and all that jazz in '85. It's still going on. That's all I got to say.
Oh, no. Cleveland lose LeBron and then they get Kyrie. Pelicans get a new stadium. They get Zion. Just seems like it happens every year.
Let's not forget that the Pelicans actually traded Anthony Davis year before.
Right.
Year before and get Zion.
So Drew, can I ask you a question? I don't know if it's just me. I mean, I just cleaned my ears out. I had, taking the shower and whatnot. A lot of belly aching and bullshitting, right? That's what I'm hearing right now.
Like it's a sizable margin, right?
It's a sizable amount, right?
But okay, so I will say this. I my only thing with the whole draft process and the lottery is that we need to go away from the whole percentage bullshit. Like that's the bullshit part to me, right? To have if you're telling us that there's a 1.8% chance that a certain team is going to be the first place team, and then the team who has the highest, I think, was what, fourth?
Fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Like, just go away from the numbers. Just go away from the numbers because the analytics is not math, and I think you got a kid with a bag of rocks just playing with an abacus.
That's stupid.
Stop
word,
it.
Though. Like, what the fuck is wrong with the NBA? Like, you can't think of any more creative fucking way to
So
I don't know. I don't even think you need to be creative. I think you can just adopt what the NFL does. Worst team gets first pick.
Worst team gets
And
first
then that's
pick.
it. Yeah.
And
you're not stopping
the lottery's doing too much. That's just my opinion.
You're not stopping tanking. Teams are still going to tank, and it just and you set yourself up for this for these theories, these situations. I'm like, you see, the guy makes the worst trade in NBA history, loses
out of nowhere
a white superstar,
that was
and
not
then
the
gets
worst.
another one, and then gets another one. I still think I don't care. You trade a 25-year-old All NBA who just went to the NBA Finals. I'm sorry. I call it the worst trade.
Okay, so can I ask a question?
Before we go any further, I want to say shout out to my girl Kelly, queen of the chat. Everyone, queen of the chat, Kelly.
I don't even think that was the worst trade of the season, to be honest with you.
Hell no.
I think the worst trade of the season was the Jimmy Butler trade, to be real with you.
What up, Skrilla?
Yo, tap me up, my boy. Tap me up, my boy.
Before we have any more prison love going on in here, hold on.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Skrilla.
That was nuts.
That was bonsai.
We got Be Easy. Everyone's in the YouTube chat blowing it up. So shout out to the YouTube family. Shout out to the Twitch family. Shout out to the No Man Nation. Let's tap that screen. Tap the like button. Share it to your mama, your baby mama, your baby mama's mama, your baby mama's side piece.
No, we don't want all of them in here.
Yeah, really, I don't.
We don't want all of them in here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're
trying to
move.
No, we want people in here, but we don't want those people in here.
I don't want those
people. You feel me?
I'm sorry. Number two.
Hey,
number two is not invited.
If they got money and they want to buy merch,
then that's the only way you're allowed. You got to buy merch. So I don't think
move the needle is all. Come on.
I don't think it was the worst trade. Now I'm agreeing with Stino that the Jimmy Butler trade did not move the needle enough.
So you weren't moved by it.
So I think and here's why I think it was a fair trade. Dallas got way better as a team structure for the future purpose, as opposed to the Lakers making a trade for now getting better. We all witnessed.
Disagree totally. What you just said.
All right, listen. Outside of the Lakers already being a playoff-bound team, what change did it make right now? Like I asked when the trade happened, what big move did it make for the Lakers right now?
I think when you say right now, I'm saying they did make the playoffs, but I'm saying it gave them a player to build from the future. That run was in, and you got LeBron.
You're moving the needle, Reese. You're moving the needle. I'm asking right now for the Lakers because the Lakers trade. Hold on, that Lakers trade was not. It had more impact for right now this season than it did with the implications for the future. Because to be honest with you, the big elephant in the room with LA and the future is you don't know what LeBron is going to do. Right? That's one.
Retire.
You don't know what LeBron is going to do.
He's 40. You know he's going to retire in the next 2 years.
All right. And
let him finish.
You don't know what LeBron is going to do and how much longer he's going to be. So that means you have to decide and sit back and say, okay, who is the number 2 guy going to be? Is it going to be Dalton Connect? Are you going to try to pull somebody next year, which the talks are going crazy. I've heard people say they're going to try and pull Jokic and bring Jokic to LA. They're going to try and make a big trade and pull and bring Giannis in. They're going to try and get KD to come to LA and make this super team with this three-headed spear with Luka and two other players. Like the implications for right now. And I've asked this question, no one has answered me. What needle did it move with Luka being there with LeBron?
Okay, but you're looking at one facet. Why does it have to just be right now? We're talking about a historical player that you're building from the future. So you compete right now, and then you also get the chance to build from there. When LeBron retires, when AD was going to retire, who did they have to build with? They didn't have the draft picks to get up. So now you gave them a superstar. You gave them a top 5 player.
I got timeout. Bro has his hand up. There you go, bro. See what?
So, I'm not going to go into that. I'm gonna let Reese and Bro take care of that one. But in my opinion, the worst trade that I've seen since I've been watching basketball has been Gasol going to the Lakers for Kwame Brown. If you tell me there's one that's worse than that, I need to hear it. I don't see how that was fair in any shape, form, or fashion. So,
and that's all fine and well. We can talk about bad trades all we want.
Milwaukee Milwaukee with Dame.
Okay.
That was terrible.
I just want to know how's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, Vlade and Kobe.
Clearly.
Oh man, that was forced. That was forced.
Is it 3 fingers up, or is you got going on? Like, what's the issue? I ain't putting those
same
fingers.
Hold on. I'm just asking everyone how they're doing tonight. Is everyone doing good tonight?
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. I'm fantastic as a human.
You know what? This is what got you kicked off the show. This is what got you kicked off the pound at one time, arguing with me, sir. Listen, I don't ask you to be happy for my Knicks, but don't be salty because your Hornets can't get a draft pick or make a playoff game. I'm not coming at the Hornets. No, I love you, brother.
Sound like you are. Sound like you are.
The boy up top. That when I did this, he got to turn wise to say, right? I told you, you're on a final written warning, sir, for no call, no show.
Whatever.
So.
Don't worry, Reese. I put your warning in the paper shredder. There's no paperwork anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why we're brothers.
Anyway,
that's why you're my brother.
Let's talk about tonight's game. Stino, could you give me an update what the score is, sir?
85-81, Pacers are up with 10:15 left in the fourth quarter.
You got a good amount of time left. Pacers looking to close out the series tonight. Send the Cavs packing home.
Mitchell back in the
game. Are we done talking about the rigged lottery?
No, I guess we moved on from that conversation.
Oh, okay. We need to go back to that.
Yeah, we'll go back to it. We'll go back to it at a later date.
Not right now.
Tonight. Later tonight.
Right now.
So, are we thinking the Pacers are going to close it out tonight?
Yes.
I mean,
Yep. I think the Cavs are soft, and it just proves they're soft. They're a regular season team.
Now, see, this is the thing I'm having an issue with now, man. Because this is going to be the second year in a row that the Pacers have made the Eastern Conference Finals, and motherfuckers still want to say it's the other team that's falling apart. Why can't it be the Pacers are just actually whooping motherfuckers' ass? And they
okay, Stino, goddamn, your team would get credit. I'm just saying. Bro, I was just saying Cleveland is soft. I'm saying it's the second year in a row. They're soft. But the Pacers are good. The Pacers are a good team. Yes, they are.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I think Tyrese Halliburton needs more respect.
Facts.
I agree with that.
I won't be doing that now. I definitely won't be doing that.
Why not?
I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't like him. Don't like him.
All right. But so they're looking to take that out tonight. Jared, your Timberwolves looking pretty freaking dominant.
24-12.
You're looking at you're up 3-1, right?
Yeah, and Anthony Edwards is him. I don't even care.
In more ways than one. In more ways than one.
So shout out Bo. Me and Bo were watching the game in voice chat, and when Ant hit that buzzer beater before half,
that was nasty.
I told Bo, I'm like, bro, we're gonna come out the second half and blow the doors open.
And
That's exactly what we did.
And what did he say to them? The two guys, the two players on the.
He said his exact words were, "Y'all can't fuck with me." So.
And then he came out and backed it up. I mean, he just took over. I remember, I think it was Ryan, was it you and I when we were talking, right? No, Drew and I. And I said, Drew's like, what's the score? I said 68-68. Literally like 2 minutes later, hey, there's an update. It's 80-68. I'm like,
that was me, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, that was it was great to watch. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I mean, Mitch, there was like 5 minutes of basketball where like we just couldn't miss.
Let me ask you this.
We were hitting everything. I mean, you had fucking Julius Randle fading away from damn near the 3-point line, just
bro. I got
making everything.
I got a question for you based on something that Jared said. Jared had said that in 2 years he thinks that Ant will be like the villain, right? But is it not? To me, it's like hard not to like this kid.
The villain doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be hated. There have been great villains. There have been good villains, and so I think he's correct. I think the villain that Ant is showing you what he is he's going to be the guy that's going to tell you, I'm going to kick your ass, excuse my language, and I'm going to do it in a pace that the NBA hasn't seen since the guy that played in Chicago. That's his goal. He wants to be in that conversation of greatest of all time. That's what he's chasing. He has the skill set to do that. And I think that loss last year in the playoffs, it just showed you how good they could be. Another year, obviously, that's a different team and compared to last year. But if you look at them, taking no credit away from Golden State, because you can't lose a guy like Curry and expect that team to still play. So, but just what they are as a team this year, bro, all he needs them to do is follow. And if they follow him, they're going to be fine, bro. So,
and that was brought to you by Bro, that statement. Wearing the beautiful Lavishly Tough sweatshirt.
Oh, shout out to Lavishly Tough, bro.
And the hat too?
No, the hat is come on.
It's about big buffalo, a bougie cow. He's wearing a bougie cow on his hat.
Right.
Whatever. No, you're gonna say something, man. Yeah.
What you said?
Yeah, you're the only one on the show named Snow, I promise.
Okay. Just making sure. Man, brain fart. My bad. It's a long couple weeks.
Look at the Tuesday nights. Every Tuesday night.
Look right now. What was I about to say?
That was a great build-up, Snow. Great.
Good job. Yeah.
Dude, I gave you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ant-Man. Just picking back what bro said. That bro. So I look at it like this, right? As like the great shooting guards. Jordan. Next up was Kobe. Then it was Dwayne Wade. Now we got Ant-Man. And I think with a lot of the European players, Tatum is out, which I don't think he's the face of the American players, but he's up there. It's just Ant-Man right now because Ja got the gun thing. So
I think Ant is going to be a villain based on off the court stuff. His on the court stuff is beautiful, but it's the off the court stuff. It's getting girls pregnant and then paying to never be in a child's life. Shit like that.
I think what makes him a villain.
I think some people will look at it differently than other people. Let's just be real.
I think what makes him a villain is the on the court stuff. Being he's loosely using the term, and I don't
on the court like to anyone.
He does not like. Me and Jared were talking about it. What was it, game 2, where he had no points in the first half, and then he finally scored in the second. Like he was still being a demon on the court, bro. Like.
Yeah, I think it's cockiness. I like the cockiness.
Hold on. So shout out to my man Skrilla in the YouTube chat. Skrilla says he doesn't believe that he would be a villain. I think Skrilla, what they were saying is being a villain on the court. He is a very humble guy. Like at the end of the day, when he's done playing, to Skrilla's point, dude's very humble. I think that's what makes him lovable. That's what it's like the Superman and Clark Kent thing, you know.
All right, no, Drew. This is what me and Drew said. He doesn't have the AAU mentality. That's what it is.
That's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
he has the tenacity on both sides of the court that you don't see from a lot of these star players. He plays until the whistle blows. He doesn't stop on defense. He doesn't stop on offense. Like that's what people fail to realize with it when it comes to Ant.
I got to go back to the chat. I got SD the Great. He said on a politics standpoint, at the end of the day, they both check all boxes. I feel like heads of the league would like to choose to see them as the face of the league, that I think what he's trying to say is like being the face of the league and the villain at the same time. I mean,
well, that's what I was just alluding to. What Belly B just spoke about. Belly B just spoke about how Ant plays both sides. The villain, when you're that guy, like think about when LeBron first went to Miami, right? He was the villain because of how he broke the hearts of Cleveland, right?
Right.
But LeBron played on both ends of the court. So it was easier for him to be the villain in that role because he thought that would bring the better out of him, right? The difference between that of what we saw in LeBron and Ant-Man is doing it at a pace where he thrives to play against that best player on defense. Right. He wants you to think that you're going to be able to score on him as much as he scores on you. And that's the difference. You look at the last guy that probably guards the way he does, obviously at a different volume is Kawhi Leonard. But Kawhi Leonard is not what Ant-Man is on offense. Right. So this is why it makes him so different. He's a different animal, bro. And I just want to clear one more thing up. And I don't want to speak for Jared, but when I got from what Jared said by saying that is when you say villain, it doesn't necessarily mean hate, bro. It just means that the face of the NBA is going to be a guy that you do not want to see. That's where I get it from. I get it from the guy that you really don't want to play in a 7-game series in the playoffs.
Yep. That's exactly where I was going with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wes, what's your take on
it? I've been preaching Ant-Man for like 2 years because I saw it coming. But I look at it this way. I agree with the two-way player. I just got to slightly disagree with Bro throwing LeBron in that mix as a two-way player because to me, Ant-Man is more Kobe Bryant mentality of I'm going to take the challenge of the night. Offensively, defensively, I'm going to take that challenge. I don't see LeBron as that player wanting to guard the best player. Like, I feel LeBron, he's got monumental moments on blocks, on help defense, but I don't see LeBron as a shutdown defender guarding his man because I've seen too many times LeBron score 35, KD score 30. Like, I've seen too many of that back and forth with LeBron. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not digging in LeBron. Like I said, LeBron is great. I just don't see him as a two-way player, as you know, as the other greats out there.
All right, real quick update. Pacers are up 96-91. Stino, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
91.
Donovan Mitchell was at the free throw line again.
You got to
Stino, this is actually
everybody talking about.
I have a quick question for the panel, just real quick. Is the next series going to be the one that proves who the face of the league is? Because then you'll have against.
We're not talking about this round yet because
I'm just saying SG. I'm just saying you got him against SGA.
Okay, that's great. We'll get to that.
No,
man, I personally don't like SGA just because he plays like James Harden.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
It won't prove. It won't prove it.
Free throw merchant. I don't care.
How you doing? Let's talk about it. Hey, you can talk about that guy in a minute. All right, keep it down. We got shut down. Big body Brunson in the building. The best clutch player in the game by far. By far.
Okay, calm down.
You calm it down, sir. Okay.
Settle down.
Go New York. Go New York. Go. I do want to say this.
With seconds to go.
Shout out to my man. I hope you get better, Jason. I hope no one wants to see that shit. Your Achilles popping like Greenlaw did in the Super Bowl. That was tough to watch. I felt bad for him. No one wants to see anyone go down like that. It took Ryan about 40 minutes to show up after the game.
That's why.
Whatever.
I was
Drew, what was that, sir?
I was in the chat way before the game was over, and I said it.
It's over. Listen. I was so worried about you that I called the local milk company to get your face on the side of the box.
Again,
like, where's Ryan?
You wanted to check to see how many bottles of chocolate milk were bought?
Bro, I'm telling you now, you better hope and pray that the Knicks don't blow this. I'll tell you now. Knicks blow. I'm roasting the fuck out.
This is my combatants to that. For the entire season, and even leading into the play, you don't want to see about the Celtics. You and your little friend, your little 2'5" friend, JC. Shout out to JC. Y'all talking all no. Y'all talking all that shit the entire season.
JC fight back.
Sunday, we're gonna win. Big budget. We're gonna win everything. We're gonna run over everybody. No, look. The first two games. I will bounce your fat ass out of here.
You let Mitch talk to me that way, you two.
We beat y'all at home, and that's bragging rights right there. We beat you 2 games at home. You came to the Garden game 1 on Saturday and beat our ass. And I was the first one to text you and say, good game.
I haven't texted you in the chat and said it, but Drew, let's bring the caveat to this, right, Mitch? Okay, Drew. Did he not say earlier in the year that the Knicks was going to make the finals? If they don't make the finals, I'm going to need a T-shirt with a milk carton on it with your face right there in the middle.
That's fine.
Ryan, you can't see shit. If you can't see shit.
No, I will, because that's what he said earlier in the year.
No, I
no. You can't say shit that bounces you, bro.
You can't talk anything. But anyway, let's talk about the Knicks. Fucking Mel Bridges is a beast. Fourth quarter, amazing.
101-97 in the
Yes, 101-97, 4 minutes left. Don't interrupt me again, please. I'm going to stab you. I'm violent right now. I'm talking about my Knicks. Listen, this has been a long time coming, bro. Like, being a Knicks fan is hard. It's hard being a Knicks fan.
Oh my God! Really?
No, it's not. What are you talking about? No, it's not.
Being a Knicks fan is tragic.
Thank you.
No, it's not. No.
Thank you, so. Thank you, so.
What makes it easy to be a Knicks fan today?
Mitch,
both y'all shut
this is a bad audience. This is a bad audience.
It's been hard. I don't care what anyone else says.
That's what she said.
Remember, I have the ejecto button, not Justino.
Ejectocito, cuz.
I'm not afraid to use it. I've shown it before. I'm just saying. It's hard being a Knicks fan because they let you down, Wes. You know that.
Okay, and I live in Charlotte.
I don't give a shit. Where the fuck you live?
But I'm saying, like,
we're talking about the damn Knicks letting us down year in year. You were born and raised in New York. Look, you sound like someone I know from Montana that just switches teams all the damn time.
Oh, hey, yo. I'm a Knicks fan. Don't even.
I know you're a Knicks fan, but let's talk positive about our boys for a second, because I asked Belly last night. My question is, and you listen, you should have been on Dancing with the Stars the way that you danced around this question last night. By the way, who are they going? I asked you a simple question: who is going to take up the production, not only scoring wise, but the physical production of being out there that Jason would bring out there?
Nobody.
I told you, I'm not worried about it.
You got the audacity.
Name 2 players, bro.
I told you. I'm not
Name 2 players right now.
Jaylen Brown is the consistent piece on that defense, and that offense. Don't give me that look, Drew. Yes, he put up 40 points. How many times has he done that this year? How many times has he done that this year in the playoffs?
That's your team. You tell me.
None, except for that one game. Once in the playoffs. One time he's put up 40 points this year.
So again, I want everyone on the panel. I want everyone on YouTube and everyone in Twitch to hear Ryan say this. That Jason Tatum going down is not a big deal for the Celtics.
He don't play defense.
What?
Don't do that.
So are you just going to replace?
He don't play defense.
Him and Drew Holiday.
He don't play. Jason Tatum don't play defense.
This entire series, him and Drew Holiday have not sat there.
told y'all Ryan was
Meow,
basketball.
meow, meow,
Yo, Reese, you sound like R2D2, bro.
You sound like
I swear
Jared
to
back
God.
when he had the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's me. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely didn't say
Anyway,
anything.
Belly, come on. You're the only person I think in America right now. I even think Liam, shout out to Scotland, you know, he's even saying y'all are cooked because of it.
I've been saying we were cooked.
I haven't been hearing that, but that's
I told y'all that if we did not sit there and win both in fucking Madison Square Garden, we were cooked.
You did say that. I do remember you saying that. I will give you that.
And then when I told you, it pains me to say this because it's happened in the East all series except for the Pacers. Any team in the East, and then you can count the OKC series. Any team that's went into half with the lead has choked away the lead and lost. Cavs had a lead tonight. What did they do? They've choked away the lead, and they're about to lose.
I mean, the Timberwolves did in Game 3, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
that's
but
besides the point.
No, it's not besides the point. It's fucking facts. It's the shit's been happening. And if you look at the Celtics, the second half of each fucking game,
Ryan, what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean the earth has shattered in the womb or something? Just because, okay, that's happened. Okay, what does that mean?
What does it mean? It's happened every fucking game.
I just want to make it.
That has not happened every game. I can name 2 games.
I just want to make a point real quick that Jason Tatum has the 8th best defensive rating in the NBA right now.
I keep saying, Ryan, be making some casual basketball takes.
That was kind of a casual statement. Ryan, he's the 8th best defender in the NBA. You can't say that he's not a good defender.
No, I'm not, Kurtz.
Yes, you are.
Right now, this series, he is not the best defender on that team.
Period. He's not the best defender on that team.
The series, man.
He is not the best.
Who's not the best defender on that team?
Even if that's
moving
the
on,
case,
because
I'm just saying, hey Ryan, could it be that the Knicks actually built a team to beat your team? Could that be what's happening? They actually have a team and they're healthy.
Hold on, Ryan. Let me combat that because I'm going to say this on playing both sides of it, right? So
crazy.
This shit going down by 20 is fucking stupid. I'll be honest with you. It's painful to watch. You know, I get coming back and I get clamping down on defense and whatnot, but where's this the whole game? You can't just do it for 2 quarters because it's not sustainable. Because I'll tell you this right now, we do that shit against the Pacers. The Pacers will fuck around and beat us by 60 each game.
It's style of play, Mitch. It's Boston shoots so many threes, so
thank you.
They let you back in. They let you back in.
If they're hot, you're going to be down 20 if you're not hitting it on your end.
That's
but
fine.
if you run them off or you match their 3 production, then you're going to be in the game with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you last night in about the first 4 games of this series, if you look at it, right, second half defensively, the Celtics have not played the way they did to start the game. They would start the game playing over top of the screens. Second half, you see Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum going underneath screens. And then you sit there and turn around, watch them chuck up threes for no reason when it's a shitty-ass shot.
So what I want to know is, man, I didn't hear nobody say it, but everybody's talking about how all these teams are losing leads. When at what point is the coaching going to come into play? The coach's job and responsibility is to make sure that if you're doing something that's not working, stop fucking doing that and do something that will work. So if Boston's shooting all them damn threes, I didn't hear one time throughout the season that nobody in SportsCenter or none of these experts say, well, do we say something to this coach? I mean, do we question this coach's ability in these moments? They're giving up lead after lead after lead, and they're about to lose a series because you can't lose your top 2 player and feel that it doesn't affect the team. It's gonna affect that team, man, because I've watched him also play against Cat on the road, and Cat's completely shut down. I'm wondering how the fuck is Cat allowing Jason Tatum to guard him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
because Cat's all
gone. Missoula's gone that.
You don't
Bro, you
don't
don't
go to
allow
the
him to guard you. He's too small to be guarding you, bro.
So, bro, I'm glad you said that. And my biggest issue with Boston is Missoula. He is terrible. He's terrible at time management when it calls in timeouts. He's terrible at rotation. To give yourself a fighting chance. Coming out of those first two games, what I saw that was their downfall was that you allowed your team to continue to chuck shots. Reggie Miller said this. Vince Carter has said this. If you live by the three ball, you're gonna die by it.
Not just that trans.
And not only that, but of course, it leads to transition offense on the opposite end from the team playing, the defending team. But when you're not that's I'm sorry. In Boston, I know a lot of people want to say that Boston's a good 3-point shooting team. No, they're not a good 3-point shooting team. They just shoot a high clip. And the difference between being a good, effective 3-point shooting team and a high clip shooting team is exactly what we saw those first two games. Shooting 63s and only hitting 14 in one game, bro. Like that's not a good shooting team, bro.
And Drewski, I think Drew Holiday and White are not the defenders they were last year. Because Brunson is doing whatever he wants. That third quarter, he did whatever he wanted.
He
missed
all three. Yes, sir. Donovan,
that's crazy, bro.
Missed all 3 free throws.
All 3 of them.
To that point, Reese, I was talking to Drew about this the other day, and I said it earlier in the season, right? Drew Holiday and Derek in the second half of these games, they basically are that don't give a fuck mentality, and they're not playing the defense the way they had the entire first half. If you look at the series against the first series of the playoffs, right? They did the same thing. If you look, when the offense was sitting there and Jaylen Brown was handling the ball, they were having more points per minute. Like Derek White and Drew Holiday, they need to sit on the bench.
All right, let's move on because the Celtics going to be in Cancun in a few days anyway. So.
They are.
We brought up. I want to get to my special guest. My man J Dub is in the building. Jay, I wanted you to tell. So basically, Jay is going to talk about a contest that he created for the upcoming NFL season, and this is going to head us into the season. Don't cut him off. Let him finish what he's saying.
Go ahead up when she's done.
J Dub.
What'd you say, Mitch?
The floor is yours, sir.
So, I'm including No Man Nation in this, but I've also got it going out on TikTok right now. I'm throwing out a contest this year to everyone that wants to sign up for it. I'm letting everyone have a chance to win a NFL jersey of their liking from any team with the jersey that they want. If you can pick every division winner this year with the correct record. If you pick all the winners correctly, the tiebreaker is going to be the record. So, No Man Nation, you guys are included. Anyone on TikTok that wants to join, I will be live tomorrow night for the schedule. You want to come in and enter into the contest. All you got to do is throw in a galaxy at me on TikTok, and that will be your entry. I have 18 slots left on TikTok. No Man Nation, you guys are getting in because you guys are like family to me, man. I want to give you guys an opportunity.
Talking about J Dubs. So basically, just to recap, what he's going to do. So you got to pick, and Jay and I are going to be assholes about it and make you guys pick tonight. We're not going to do that. Jay,
I would have been ready, so.
I know. We were just...
So whenever the schedule comes out, I'm going to start possibly doing it next Monday.
I'll get with all you guys. You can't tell me to do what I don't want to do.
I know, bro, Drew, Ryan, Jared, Reese, Dino, y'all come up my live.
I'm not doing it.
Mitch comes to my live.
Wes doesn't come to your lives. That's messed up, right?
Well, that's because he's an asshole, but that's another story.
I appreciate it.
That's crazy,
so basically, what the deal
Fight
is?
Back, Wes.
And this is for the chat, and the members of the No Man Nation. Listen, all you gotta do is pick the division winners, right? So you're gonna pick 8 winners. And that's it. And if you win, J-Dub is going to buy you an NFL jersey, not made in any sweatshops that we know of.
No, I get it through NFLshop.com. So it's going to be a legit jersey for y'all.
In the back room. That's crazy.
And not just that, I wanted to go back to the year 2000 all the way up to 2025. So you got a throwback name you want on there? I'll get it for you. You want like a Brian Dawkins? I mean, if Drew wants a Brandon Marshall jersey for the Bears.
Yo, watch your filthy stinking mouth, you dirty
he
little
wants
hamster.
the Jay Cutler one.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Jay Cutler one.
Put some respect on Jay Cutler, bro.
I like Mr. Jay Cutler.
You had a question?
Congratulations to the Pacers.
Oh yeah, Pacers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but I just want to
wave them motherfucking.
Hey, guys.
I want to challenge everybody on the podcast. First of all, thanks to J-Dub for doing something, man, that's showing, you know, he's not fucking selfish. He's doing something for other people as well as trying to bring people together. So I like that. But I challenge everybody to make a video. He's allowing us to be a part of it. I'm going to win. So I don't understand why everybody's involved. But
yeah, because you win so much. You win so much.
I say we make videos on TikTok to show support to J-Dub and what he has going on to bring more people, because we all follow different people and different people follow us. So maybe there will be somebody who may not be as good at talking sports as some of us, right? But they may get lucky and pick the right teams. So I challenge everybody, man, to make a video. I'll be making my video tonight, J-Dub.
I appreciate it. And like I said, whenever you guys are ready to do it, and next week, I've got a long work schedule this week, but possibly starting Saturday, I'll be doing it.
How long is it? Pause.
So you're saying make a video with your picks?
No. I would just make a video to promo, and then when we make our picks, obviously make a video. But like the same way we do, well, I can't say we because
so Mitch, what I'm trying to do, I want 18 more contestants on TikTok.
Okay.
So No Ma'am, you know No Ma'am and my boys from Chuck, Randy, JM.
Yeah, basically. Oh no, by the way,
the dirty little hamsters.
You're late.
Don't do that, Drew. Don't do that.
Dirty little hamsters. You should make that shirt.
Hey, I'll wear it.
Drew and I have already talked about that. That's already
But serious question,
just so you know, right now, you, Chuck, Stitch, who else did I say?
Randy, JM.
Randy. Well, we didn't include JM.
Yeah, you said Randy though.
You guys are our Wu-Tang affiliate, man. It's like
congratulations. I don't know how to make videos.
And this is a blind pick before training camp, right? This is a blind pick before training camp, right? We're doing this before training camp.
Yeah, we're gonna get them all done before training camp, Reese. And like I said, when you pick your division winners, the tiebreaker will be on if you pick the correct records and losses. Because I know some of y'all are gonna probably pick the same teams, possibly. And so if that happens, the next step, and Mitch is willing to give me a hand. I appreciate Mitch for doing that.
I'm going to do a spreadsheet for him, just to keep everyone in line.
And we know your teams plus the win and loss record for each team, and then that's going to determine. And if it's determined before the end of the season, more than likely, probably by week 15, week 16, depending on how this all plays out this season, which I'm looking forward to the schedule tomorrow night. I'll get the winner. I'll get the jersey you want and ship it directly to you. And you got your jersey from a contest. I'm doing this, man, just to get people to come into the football community that we have, because let's be honest, there's some toxicity, toxicness in this sports community. And
are you saying you're not moved by some people?
Not moved. Yes, we're not moved, Mitch.
Okay.
What was that?
Wow.
Hey, we can.
Product placement.
Can I be honest? I mean, they could be. No, I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna be good tonight. I'm not gonna do that.
I got called a casual yesterday.
Shout out to my man, Jay.
Hey, Burrito actually came up with a good one. Trash Can Podcast. That's the perfect one for him.
Ooh. No, just go with the hamsters.
Jay, appreciate you. The No MaaM Nation appreciates you.
Yeah, facts. Appreciate you, Jay.
Again, man, every time this man's on the show, we gotta talk about it. He was one of the original, not the original, because the original now works at the Gulag.
He actually needs to be. Rich, he
Skrilla.
needs to be put back in there.
Just so you know, Skrilla last night, thanks to Bro, got to visit the Gulag, right?
Yeah.
But hey, Skrilla, this could be something cool for you, like a success story. J-Dub was as casual as the word is casual. I mean, he was bad.
We need to have we need to have a congressional hearing about Kansas.
Oh yeah, Kansas. I was about to say Kansas.
He's doubling back. He's doubling back.
Mitch, last night it was bad. It was bad last night, Mitch.
Well, I mean,
easy on my man's. Easy on my man.
You know what? You know what? Some of these, like these storage unit places where they have like a little house there that people live there. Kansas lives in the Gulag and he works there. It's kind of like, his rent just comes back to us. But anyway,
we'll let him slide.
J-Dub, he was reincarnated, man. You know, we helped him out. We talked him through it. And now it's just like once a week we get a casual stay because he's still a 49er fan.
Yeah, like Jeff Garcia won the Super Bowl.
He got casual during the draft show though. He got called out too. But I love J-Dub.
I crashed out on it. Reese, I actually like that. I got to like that pick, so I'm good now.
I know the queen of the chat had to calm you down. She had to throw water on you.
Yeah, she definitely had to calm you down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got an exciting NFL season. We've been talking about it, and I'll tell you, shout out to my man Randy. Oh, that was the other guy, Randy. Shout out to Randy, shout out to Chuck. Now, okay, last night, bro, I admit I fell asleep during the live. You know,
so you fell asleep during your live, man?
No.
It was 1 o'clock in the morning when I fell asleep. Jay,
that's not the point. But go ahead.
Jay, you fell asleep at 5:30 this evening.
Hey, when you work a long day at work,
we're not going to move past this, Mitch. You did one of your old. I wasn't sleeping.
Wait. Did his face fall on the camera? Was his forehead?
Nah, Mitch don't never turn his camera on.
Okay, good job, Mitch. Good job, Mitch. You ain't doing Ryan.
No. Ryan was different. Listen, Ryan was different. We were at one point, not a lot of points. At one point, genuinely concerned if he was alive or not.
I wasn't.
Jared was not. Jared was not.
Ryan actually has me recorded storing in my own live the very first time.
Jay, if you want a recording of Ryan, just let us know. We have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay, his whole forehead is in the fucking screen, bro.
Oh, look,
listen, Ryan Sharp. I'm gonna reenact Ryan falling asleep on a live. For half an hour, he did not move from this position.
He did not move.
His forehead was just on the.
And then all of a sudden, his fat ass moved, and we were like.
But he was a zombie.
Nah, Mitch, I was saying, I hope the EMTs hear us dogging on him. I hope they hear.
Hey, Mitch, but the good thing about me, when I fell asleep, Ryan calls me on my phone and be like, "Hey, can you wake up? You got like 15 people live."
J-Dub, tell the whole story. I literally called you on your phone, had Shy's phone in the live, and talked to you on the phone, and everybody in the live could hear you say that they're talking to, and I kept telling them, it's your conscience speaking, and you kept replying to everybody in the live while you was asleep.
Hey, man, when you work a long day like I do,
happens to the best of us. I'm just saying, it happens to the best of us.
It does.
So, yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, because there's been some nights that...
Okay, calm down.
You woke up a neighborhood, bro. Like,
hey, bro.
Hold on, yo. See, this is what I mean, bro. I just mentioned your name,
If
Drew.
I'm going down, I'm taking you.
I said, huh?
I'm not talking about Drew. I didn't got one.
Hold on, Jay, hold on, bro.
No, I was just saying Drew. I remember Drew too.
Oh, Drew did too. Yeah, Drew has. Drew has.
Listen. I'm not one that denies falling asleep, bro. If I fall asleep, I fall asleep, bro. But y'all,
okay.
Yo, listen, yo, bro. I just want to say you are very multifaceted at singing, awake, and asleep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're terrible at both.
Yo, listen, you was like
terrible at both. Hey, Drew, I thought I heard I'll be stroking. That's what I be doing.
Like, whoa. That shit was wiggity, 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 whack, bro. Stay your ass down, bro. Please stop.
Yeah, whatever.
We got so again.
I knew you liked them.
We got into talking today, Jay and I, and Randy and Chuck. That's my man Chuck. He's in the chat right now.
Shout out Chuck.
We started talking about fantasy. So we got Wes's favorite random wheel coming back.
Terrible.
Yes. Yes. Bring it up, Rich back.
Wes does not like the random wheel.
Hey, well, I went on the random wheel this year, Mitch.
We will get you on.
Oh, you say that now?
Yeah, right.
I told you until you get the Arizona Cardinals 3 picks in a row, you're gonna be salty as hell.
You're gonna be tight.
Yo, Drew, didn't the Giants do that to you this last year?
I told J-Dub, I had the Giants 3 consecutive picks, and I
That's
think I fared
good.
well. Listen, I fared
about
well. I fared really well.
I had San Francisco's team, the whole team, and they all got injured.
Yeah, you did.
And they all got injured. So I'm like, okay, that's great.
Reese had San Francisco, and the West had the Rams.
He had the Rams.
No, West had the Rams.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Still the best. And shout out to my man Cinco. He's a Giants fan, and he got the Giants 5 times one year.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, that was brutal.
Not happy.
That was brutal on Sig. Yeah.
Not a good look. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the Vampire League, and we'll obviously a bunch of leagues.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think I still have. I have Jared's trophy around here somewhere. I actually just ordered Los's ring, so we'll be getting that.
Hey,
that's great.
Not a lot of news in the NFL besides my stupid ass Bengals,
Yeah, I was about to ask, what's up with Trey, man? What's up with Trey? Mister, what's up?
I bet you were about to ask. Why do you keep hating everybody? What is
Yo, Reese, did you know that his first round pick doesn't know how to spell his name? That's why he hasn't signed.
I'm not. I didn't want to bring up the first round pick thing. I just said I just want to know what's going on with Trey.
Who cares?
He led the league in sacks.
I'm talking about who cares if he don't know how to spell.
Oh, I don't. I didn't know about that.
Hey, Reese, but the one thing I think it's going to be hard for them to dump. I get him traded. To be honest with you, being 30 years old and he wants 31 million a year.
But J-Dub, you know what I love is when casuals like that say, "Oh, what's going on with Trey?" Listen, no one wants to pay him $31 million.
No,
because if anyone wanted to pay him $31 million a year, he would have been traded by now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Not gonna lie, Reese, that was W.
But, hey, Mitch, but you got to look at that. This past draft, it was defensive line heavy.
Right.
So who was going to trade for a 30-year-old when they get younger?
I get it.
I mean, well, hold up. Are you saying Jay replaced Trey Hendrickson's production with Shamar Stewart, who averaged?
No.
Don't do it, Jared. Don't do it. Don't, Jared. Don't do it.
There you go.
Don't be a rage baiter.
Listen, this is what I'm talking about. There's times where we got to turn off the troll, right?
I'm not trolling.
You are trolling because there's more than just getting a sack, Jared.
I mean, he wasn't even good at pressures.
Oh, you're a merchant.
Stop it, Jared. Just like Jared's narrative now that Joe Burrow's not a good quarterback because he's never won an All-Pro.
Yeah, how can he be a top 5 QB when you don't have an All-Pro?
Okay, because that's the only measurable. That's the only measurable we go against quarterbacks now.
Jared, whatever tea you're sipping on.
You know what? Someone has to spice up the offseason.
Someone has to what?
Spice up the offseason. And Mitch, he's fun. He's fun to poke the bear a little bit.
Just turn the troll off for 5 seconds. It'd be fun. That's what we do here. But anyway, there really hasn't been a lot of noise going on in the NFL right now.
I mean, has anyone caught the OTA stuff that's been going on?
Rookie minicamp.
Hey, Drew, I got a question for the panel. Has anybody seen what the deal is with Mason Graham? That man looks out of shape.
Yeah, we ain't going to talk about Michigan. We're not going to talk about Michigan. We're not going to talk about Michigan. Let's cut it out.
Why not?
Cut it out.
We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Mason Graham is not looking good in rookie minicamp, Reese. What's up with that?
All
right, he's throwing
up. He's a top 5 pick.
Throwing up on the sidelines is crazy.
It's a Michigan
Was he
thing.
throwing up on the sidelines?
Yeah.
Well,
Bro, you can see the videos, man.
He's a fat guy. He's a fat guy.
I mean,
He's trying to work
I
out.
was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, him throwing up on the sidelines don't really move me, bro.
Yeah, don't move me.
We've seen that
You
from
know,
a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I don't look into
Hey,
that.
Stino, the funny part is everybody that went to that Cleveland Browns
I
camp,
don't
though.
care about what you have to say. You just came in here attacking Trey. When someone brings up one of your players, we ain't gonna talk about
Oh
that.
my God, Mitchell! I didn't even attack Trey. Why you take everything I say as a what's it called? I just said.
All right, let's go. Moving on.
Can we talk about how Travis Hunter is getting majority wide receiver reps right now?
Yeah. And he is, and his thank you, and I'm glad somebody brought it. And his route running looks horrid.
Oh,
like, are we serious?
I mean this. I mean this when I said this. He's gonna be out of the league in 3 years.
His route running looked terrible, bro.
So crazy.
So, where do you think Travis should play?
corner.
Offense or defense?
Defense.
Kick returner.
I don't know.
Whatever the
I
Jaguars
don't think
need,
he's
man. I think they
physical.
need
Stino.
No. He's Emmanuel Forbes. He's built like Emmanuel Forbes. He's not. No, I don't think he would be a good fit on defense. The game's too physical for him.
So, Jared, you don't think he would benefit playing the slot?
No, I don't like him at any corner spot.
You think he's a waste of a pick?
That's crazy, Jared.
Personally,
He better
yes.
be, not with number 2 in that draft capital they gave up for him.
Yeah,
Business wise.
No, you guys remember when the Browns drafted Justin Gilbert out of Oklahoma State?
That was a bad thing.
That's who he reminds me of.
Justin Blackman. Justin Blackman.
Gilbert.
Nah,
he was
Justin
a
Blackman
corner.
had an alcohol issue.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
he's talking about the cornerback. So I've said this already about him, man. I don't think under no circumstance he's going to start both positions. It's just physically impossible. Just because his stature says, his weight says it's not going to happen. You're talking about running backs now where not only do you have the little guys that are quick, but those guys are compact too. If he was, I want to see what transpires when he thinks that a guy like James Cook size, he's just going to, go up there and make that tackle. He could potentially be on his back. And James Cook is very small in compared to some of these other running backs that we see, throughout the league. So it's going to be tough for him to even start at corner or receiver just because of the physicality. He's going to have to be very quick, which he is, but he's going to have to be a lot quicker in the National Football League. So to that standpoint of what Jared is saying, far as, maybe he doesn't have a long career as he thinks he's going to have, I agree from that standpoint because I don't think he's going to be physically able to do it. But I do think he's going to be special, though. I really do.
I would just stick in the division, bro. Imagine him taking on Jonathan Taylor.
I got a question for Reese. Because you're not opposed to drafting rookies, right? Reese, join us or not?
I mean,
he's on mute.
Unmute. Reese,
Yeah, you muted me.
Shut up and just answer the question. Okay. You're not opposed to drafting a rookie, right?
Right.
So they announce that Travis Hunter will be a starting wide receiver for the Jaguars. Would that entice you to draft him, yes or no?
Depends on what round.
No.
What's up?
I'm just saying drafting. I'm not giving you a specific round.
Oh, just drafting? Just drafting? Yeah.
No.
I see his pass catching share. Yeah.
Drew, would you? No. Jared?
No.
Bro.
I hope Jared gets stuck with him. Yes, I would.
Yes. This is a yes.
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 This is a yes.
No. We got Belly. What do you got?
Yes.
J-Dub, would you draft him?
No.
Snow, would you draft him?
Yeah.
I'd draft him in an IDP league as a flex defensive guy.
Stino is both.
Pull your headphones up.
Go get stuck like that, Stino. I'm telling you.
Why are you so adamant that you would not draft him?
I'm just not a fan of the situation he's in right now, bro. There's always question marks with Trevor Lawrence. There's a question mark with the head coach coming in. You don't know if that system's gonna be good enough for Trevor Lawrence or if it's gonna fit Trevor Lawrence and that offense and shit. I'm just not a fan of the fit for real, bro. And I can't really remember a number 2 wide receiver in Jacksonville that was worth drafting in the last 10, 15 years in fantasy, to be honest.
Okay, so then now I want to go back to Reese then. Reese, why would you draft him then?
Brian Thomas puts up that kind of points. I don't see the target share. I don't see anybody else on that team getting the target share. Evan Ingram is gone. All they got, who else they got other than them two?
That's fair.
So the target share is gonna be crazy.
Okay. Okay.
And then he's gonna get the little wraparounds, the little smoke passes. He's getting all that. He's getting all the trick plays.
Come on, Drew.
I think they did pull Diami.
Stop it.
I think they did.
Okay, wraparound. It is a football play, Drew.
I think they did. I think they did pull Diami Brown.
Hold on. Pause Master Scratch got paused. So.
Reese meant end arounds.
End around.
End around.
There we go.
End around tosses.
Not to be confused with wraparounds, people. Not to be confused with wraparounds.
End around.
Reach.
End around.
Okay, guys.
Hey,
I was wondering what he meant by a wraparound.
I'm not
Hold
gonna lie. Bro. I think I have a hard time seeing Travis Hunter being able to beat out Diami Brown for that wide receiver 2 spot.
Oh, that's where he went.
Bro.
Nobody remember where he went.
And my thing is, he is going to be a gadget player.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me that you're going to be so if you're telling me that he's going to have targets that are amounting to him to have some type of impact on that offense, you're telling me you're running like 2 to 3 bubble screens a series for him, which is going to make your offense look so flat.
And I'm saying it doesn't have to be a series, Drew. I'm saying you can. I'm saying if we're gonna give him all those plays, plus he's gonna run wide receiver, and they're saying he's gonna be a wide receiver more than he's gonna be a cornerback right now. We're talking about. I'm saying in most dynasty leagues, he's like the number 3 player to get at this point. I don't see you trading all that capital and putting all that money into just getting a player that you're not gonna use. It'd be crazy for them not to.
I'm not gonna say they're not gonna use him. I just don't think they're gonna use him effectively. There's gonna be a lot of other mouths over there to feed, quote unquote, because Travis Etienne's still unhappy and they still haven't moved him yet.
Wait, Steve, who's the head coach though? Isn't Liam Cohen?
Yeah.
We just gave him credit for what he did with the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Facts. I give him credit, but at the same time, do we really think Trevor Lawrence is really going to be able to be that same Baker Mayfield style quarterback in that style of offense?
Look at what you just said. William said that 2 years ago about Baker. Look at what you just said.
With way worse weapons. It's not.
I'm just saying. Look at what you said.
It's likely not going to happen, bro. It's likely not.
I don't think said something about Baker.
You guys like debates like this every Tuesday night. You want a podcast that moves you? It's the No Man Fantasy podcast every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, on YouTube. Can't be stopped. You know how it is.
Hey, just don't get your feelings hurt.
Just don't get your feelings hurt. Because listen, because I put this up the other day. The word of the day is accountability. If you say some bitch shit, we're gonna call you out on it. It's our obligation as a nation of football expertise, as sports expertise. You say casual shit, you go to the gulag.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this one time and move on, bro. Y'all talk all the shit y'all want about whoever y'all want. Leave kids out of y'all bullshit ass TikTok beats, bro. Plain and simple. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave it at that.
Facts. So
okay, Steve.
Burrito.
That was nice.
I'm gonna go to a different sport because something happened today that I think is kind of a slap. It's like a good thing and a slap in the face at the same time.
Don't do that.
Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson.
It's about
to become eligible for the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, within 6 feet under.
They gave it to Pete Rose because Pete Rose passed away. They waited for him to pass away in order to give him, and I think that's the biggest slap in the face in the history.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
It is. It is. That they waited.
This man set the tone of what baseball, why people run the way they do and play as hard as they do. There was no one better than Charlie Hustle in his time. Yeah, he made some mistakes. We all make mistakes. But to ban this man and never give him a chance, there's guys that done way worse, and they're in this Hall of Fame right now. So
Alex Rodriguez is a snitch.
I guess that getting him in is going to be great. And if you're a fan of the sport of baseball and you love Pete Rose, then you're going to be happy for the guy. But I would nothing be better than to see Charlie Hustle at that damn podium accepting that award and getting inducted the right way into the Hall of Fame.
Question for you, Mitch. Does this open the door for people like Bonds, Sosa, McGuire, Canseco?
No, because first off, shout out to Bonds because he's never failed a drug test. Number one, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Period.
But what I'm saying is, does this segue to them opening it up for them to potentially be eligible after so many years?
No, you know what? They'll do baseball will do the same thing to them that they did to Pete Rose. Is wait till they pass away.
Mitch, this is where juicing kind of pisses me off. Since when does PEDs and whatnot help out hand-eye coordination?
It never has, never will. Never has.
Well, I would argue it might make your hand-eye coordination worse. To be honest with you,
it will.
What about all them culture players early?
And I come from the state of, bro, that there were individuals who I'm very confident in saying what I'm about to say that were in baseball games playing high, drunk, and so forth, and they're in the Hall of Fame, right? And to me, even if you want to put, like I've said this on the show before, even if you want to put an asterisk on the guys that you presume to have used the drug that you didn't even have banned at the time, right? But let's just get past that. Let's take you out of the equation of your stupidity and the things that you allowed to be a part of baseball to save baseball when Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds saved baseball, right? Let's take you out of the equation. How the hell are you going to continuously try to talk about the history of this game? And you can tell me about guys from the 1940s and 30s who were talking about hanging potential players if they looked a certain way, right? But you don't want to let these guys in because of a drug that you allowed to be a part of the sport. It don't make sense to me, bro.
Or a bet that they made.
Or a bet that they made. Like, everybody was betting. We're seeing this shit come up time and time again in other sports as well as baseball. Everybody's betting on these sports, bro, including the owners, including these general managers, these ones that are so-called the good ones and the ones that it's going to start coming out, know? So I just can't stand that we have a guy like, and I'm for a guy even like Mark McGuire. Bro, if you take that 1998 season of no Sammy Sosa, of no Barry Bonds, of no Mark McGuire, what the was the season in 1998?
They saved baseball. They saved baseball. That home run was the whole thing. They saved baseball.
No season, bro.
Yo, that I think I want to say there was about a 3-year stretch where home runs, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds were the guys you were looking for. You were looking for, and more importantly, you were looking for.
There were others that were hitting home runs, but not.
You were exactly. You were looking for the home run derby to see which guys were there. What's homeboy's name that played for Texas?
Hamilton.
Hamilton, bro.
Hamilton.
Yo, and even with the allegations against Albert Pujols, like. You watched me. I watched baseball. I watched the home run derby. I watched the home run derby to see those guys play, to see that Hamilton. I think he hit like 26 home runs the first round. Yo, he was cracking them balls, bro. Pause. Like it was appealing to see, bro. Like, and like you said, you didn't put a cap on the steroids until records were being broken.
Right. Well, they put a cap on it once, like they couldn't hide it anymore, right?
Right.
Well, they made all the money they could out of it.
Well, yeah, Reese, you're kind of right? You're on that right track. But
yeah, I think it's the same thing with the WWF. You remember they didn't say nothing until it became a problem, but they made all the money off Hulk Hogan. He was on steroids so high in the Ultimate Warrior. They didn't care until it became a problem.
Lex Luger, Randy Macho Man Savage.
Well,
They made
in '98 they are also like after that stretch, right? There was the whole thing about Rafael Palmeiro doing the stretch that he had. Ken Griffey, Vladimir Guerrero. Like the list is there. Those people that saved the game, they started bashing them after the fact.
Listen, Belly, hold on a second.
No, you got like Brady Anderson home runs. Then you like, okay, wait a minute.
Rafael Palmeiro is the biggest fugazi piece of crap ever because he stood in front of the grand jury. I did not do steroids. And when they brought him back, well, see, there was this one time, like, you played yourself. You played yourself, right?
I get that. But, like, that stretch of where you've seen those guys in the home run derby doing what they did.
Yeah, but
after.
I know. I mean, the home run derby to me, well, first of all, the home run derby back in the day was so much better than it is now because motherfuckers want to get fancy and throw curveballs and sliders. That motherfucker used to throw 50-mile-per-hour nuggets over the boop, right over the plate. Boop, boop.
This time shit for the home run derby is pointless.
What did you say?
The time limit stuff that they do for the home run derby?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, no, again, shout out to Shoeless Joe Jackson, his family. Shout out to the Rose family, finally getting their proper dues and getting into the Hall of Fame. So very happy about that. Speaking of future Hall of Famers, all rise. My man Aaron Judge is a beast. So let's get this straight. Let's just get this straight. You can shake your head all you want, Red Sox boy, but your team is doing really well this season. Very happy for you guys. However, he's number one batting average, number one in home runs, number one in hits, and number one in RBIs.
I smell Triple Crown.
And Belly, about and still in baseball, Devers. How do you feel about that situation? Rafael Devers not wanting to play another position.
Well, that's gonna be the downfall to him.
Oh, go ahead.
That's gonna be his downfall. Like I'm not a Red Sox fan, but I like Devers. Right. He just needs to finally suck it up and actually take a position and play.
I'm sorry, who was the Red Sox? The bro?
Me, yeah. I because I do understand him from a point though, bro. This guy stayed when he probably could have forced his way out of Boston when they was going through all this dumb shit of trying to get a team together. He didn't force his way out. He stuck around because he believed in what y'all told him, that y'all was going to get a team around him to bring the best out of him. Yeah, and now that you got the team, I mean, remember, he watched all the talent leave and he stayed. He was young, but he still stayed. He never complained. And so my thing is, I don't agree with him necessarily being at third base because I think those days are over with for him. But I mean, come on, bro. Work with the guy, bro. They making it seem as if this is what's best for the team. We still ain't shit because the pitching is the problem. So until that changes, it's not gonna make that much of a difference anyway, in my opinion. So
thanks.
No, I mean, but you guys are playing good. But shout out to the Tigers, man.
Oh,
Tigers. Tigers are playing the ball, man. I mean, you got to give respect where respect's due, man.
Yeah, well, I don't gotta like it.
What'd you say?
I don't gotta like it. I respect it. I don't gotta like it.
You don't have to like it. No, I mean, you are a Red
Sox.
Sox. You are okay. You really don't like a lot of things. I mean,
Mitch, my boy Ronald Acuna is coming back. He had his first rehab.
There's always a fan or always a Braves fan or two in the building, man.
Hey, don't be hitting on my Braves.
Oh boy.
We've had a penny in the last 3 or 4 years. Where's the Yankees at?
We were in the World Series last year, you bozo. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you ain't won one since when?
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
I love you. I love you.
Wait, Wes.
How many do y'all have? How many do y'all have?
We got 7.
Yeah, I got more than us. I'll give y'all that.
Dude, we owned you in
by a
the
landslide.
90s.
We won one in
the 90s. We owned you. Yo, Bobby Cox was the Yankees' bitch.
Belt to sound like a Cowboys fan now.
Belt to ass.
Dude, what have you done for us lately, though? What have you done for us?
And listen, and hey
see
guys,
how my Braves got to catch these strays like this. I don't see why.
Settle down.
We had nothing. The Braves had nothing to do with this.
Guys, we're going a little too off the handle here. But don't forget, we don't win, and we're still relevant, bro.
More
That,
than
like,
all the
guys
that's the
sound so
thing
much like
that
Cowboy
matters,
fans
bro.
right now.
When is
I
a
don't
New York
care.
team not going to be relevant?
I don't
When is a New
care.
York team not going to be relevant?
Hey, Drew,
Stop.
but I'm not.
Knicks weren't relevant for a long time. So
Hey,
Oh,
Drew,
the Knicks have always been relevant. Stop.
no, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
I'll say
No, they
this.
weren't.
Stop.
No, they weren't.
No,
Stop
hold
not
on,
all.
it. Stop
Jay,
it.
you're a guest.
Stop. Knicks
Hold
have
on.
always been
All right.
relevant.
Stop. And I'm
Hold
not even a
on.
Knicks
Hold
fan.
on.
I'll just tell you, Knicks weren't relevant for a while.
Okay. What were
But
we
no,
gonna say?
I think Seattle Mariners are looking pretty good. They're actually first in
Yeah,
organization.
they're not looking bad. They're not looking bad. We got Chuck in here saying, "Go Phillies." Chuck.
Yeah, Jared, how's your Phillies doing, huh?
Ask Jared.
Oh,
You
God.
know,
I think they
Hey,
got
man,
the
I'll
same
admit it.
record as y'all. They got
we're
the
ass.
same record as y'all
hey,
Yankees.
listen, I'm just saying the day.
Oh, shit.
The day
Yo, Stino, who asked you, bro?
I'm just
Drew.
saying, bro.
Yo, who
I'm just
asked you,
saying.
bro?
I'm just saying, bro. Yeah.
How was that
We
overtime
all
loss,
about the
bro?
facts,
Is this
man.
what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
We
How was
all
that
about the
overtime loss, bro?
facts, bro. You
How
feel
was
me?
that
If we
overtime
all-
loss, bro?
You know,
if-
aren't you a Cubs fan?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Let's talk about that loss. How do you force extra innings and then shit the bed like that, huh?
Shit.
How many runs did you give up in the extra inning?
Shit happens, bro. Shit happens.
Are you
It
talking to
was
me?
9. It was
Are you
9.
are you talking to me? Did you get your beer from that from your team?
I sure did.
They owe you a
Sure
jersey,
did.
my friend.
Absolutely. I don't want one of their jerseys. Our jerseys are kind of mid, man. Hats are nice, but that's about it, bro. They keep the jerseys. Keep the jerseys.
Chuck, and said something about 2009. Sorry, hey, Chuck, it doesn't matter. We swept you last year. Ask Jared. He knows a lot about that.
Wow.
Wow. You know what, Mitch? It came all around because when we put that, never mind doing that. I ain't doing you dirty like that.
I've been waiting for the Phillies hat to come and look real nice on
Well,
the logo, man.
Yo, Mitch, what
It
happened
ain't been around since
when the
Ryan
Eagles
Howard
played
and
the
Chase
Bengals?
Utley, bro.
Eagles beat the Bengals, but we're talking about baseball.
Shout out to Ryan Howard and Chase Utley.
I'm just saying, what comes around goes around.
Your Eagles, yes.
What goes around comes around?
The Super Bowl champions beat my Bengals last year.
We didn't just beat your Bengals. We literally bent you over.
That's phenomenal. One game. We swept your punk asses in baseball.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll take that ring and that Bengals win too.
Of
Quite nice.
Because you're petty, and that's what you did.
He's a petty.
He's a petty.
Hey, Mitch, next week, make sure when you put my name down, you put Super Bowl champ in there.
Oh.
See, and Jared, I you know what, Jared, I would be honored to do that, but I'm going to also bestow this upon you, sir. You better hope. You better hope and pray 2 things: that you do better at this than you did in fantasy last year, because you sucked.
Oh, God.
Dang.
Terrible. Like, not awful. Like, just one of the worst showings I've seen in a long time.
This is gonna be.
And you know what's crazy?
Hold on. The reason I say that is because my team was decimated by injuries the majority of the year, and I held that last place spot like a champion. My brother, the 11th place spot, but your ass hopscotch both.
And you know what's crazy? I beat you both. That's the crazy part.
But you wound up in last place, so that's why you got the toilet bowl around your neck.
Dang.
Number 2.
Injure.
2. If you hope that your Eagles do not have the Super Bowl hangover, I hope they don't, and I don't think they will. I personally think I said it, they have the best chance to repeat, and I've seen in a long time. That I think that the Eagles are probably the most complete team in the NFL right now. On paper, I would say that with confidence. Just saying.
Yeah, I bet you guys hope we don't repeat either.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, everybody hopes you don't repeat.
Listen, we as a collective hope that they don't repeat because we don't want to get you for another fucking year.
Yes, yes. You have become unbearable.
I warned you guys.
Listen.
I said you better hope the Eagles don't win this fucking Super Bowl.
Bro,
I thought I was going to be bad if we ever win.
No.
Good
Hold
God.
on. Reese, with all due respect, hold on a second. Jared, when Reese says to you, when Reese says to you, you've been unbearable,
It's a problem. It's a
I'm
problem.
I'm saying to the point where we could be talking about salads. Hey, you had a salad today. Hey, remember Philly won? The Eagles won this year.
I was eating a salad with a Philly one this year.
Listen,
Philly won it. Philly won.
That's not a fact. Jared doesn't eat salad.
Let me ask you a question, Stino. How long you been on the podcast?
You said what?
How long you been on the podcast, Stino?
About a year.
About a year. So, this is the question straight directed to you. So, your unbearable friend that just co-signed with you, if the Panthers won the Super Bowl, would we not hear it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Oh, yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna hold.
I think we're all look.
Yo, listen.
I'm not saying anything bad.
I'm not gonna hold you. Respectfully, Reese, I'm blocking your number, bro.
Yeah,
you would have to.
I'm blocking your number,
I would
bro.
expect that.
Listen,
I would
listen.
expect that. You know what? Reese, and I would still argue with Reese till I was blue in the face. The Eagles
Reese,
better.
I'm blocking your number in the contacts.
You understand the parade, the two-man parade me and Snow would have? Drew, do you understand the two-man parade me and Snow would have down Mint Street?
See, Snow. Snow is a little different. Snow is a little bit more.
Snow would be right there with.
No.
Right there with.
So listen. So all right. So like, here's the line, right? Snow will be like right there. Like Reese, this is you.
You're the line stepper.
A habitual.
I think y'all don't know the two Snow. Y'all don't know the two Snow. He's just
Snow, am I lying?
I'm gonna say, look,
Snow, am I lying?
I would be unbearable. Bro would be unbearable.
I would be the worst.
There's no question about it.
Time out. Wait, what was that?
I would be the worst. I would be like 9 times what Jared is right now.
Sure.
So you know what? I have a question for the panel.
You hate me.
Have any of your teams been up 40-6 in the Super Bowl on the Kansas City Chiefs?
Okay, you're an asshole. Okay.
And that's what I'm talking about. He's an asshole.
Mute your mic.
That was a very specific question to ask.
Mute your mic.
To ask about.
It was very specific, by the way, Steve.
In the words of Bro. No one asked you, Jackface.
All right.
Doofus face.
So Stino, I'm
yes.
Gonna go back to it's you, so I'm going to go back to the NBA for a second, right?
Okay.
We'll go around the panel, chat, get involved if you'd like. Again, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch, YouTube, your boys. Just come on. And listen, if you want to come up on the panel, just shoot me, just DM me. We'll talk about it. We'll see if you pass the credit score, the credit test, or whatever.
You got to cash at me $79.95.
Apparently,
that is really specific too. That is really specific.
Pay-per-view. All right, Stino.
Please to buy PlayStation for the year.
I'm ready.
Would you say
Xbox only.
that this rest that Cleveland had, right, was a detriment to them in the series?
I don't necessarily know that it was a detriment, man. I don't know. I wouldn't really say it was a detriment because I think the rest did allow them to get Darius Garland back for the games that they did. Because I think had they had went the full amount with Miami, the full 7 games with Miami, and then had to play us, then it might have been a different situation. You know what I'm saying?
The Pacers, what did their series go the first round?
5,
right?
Yep.
So they had didn't the Cavs have like almost a week rest?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I could that not hurt them? I mean,
yeah. That definitely could have. Absolutely could have hurt them.
So pending now that you're in the Eastern Conference Finals again. Congratulations and shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to my man Halliburton and all the boys over there. If they have to rest too much, does that hurt them in the next series against the Knicks potentially?
See, it definitely could, but I feel like a rest like that could also benefit the Pacers because of the pace that they run. I mean, if you notice, especially in Game 4, like literally the whole
with the pace that they run,
yeah, right. It's like especially in Game 4, like from from the very opening tip off to the very last buzzer, even when we were up 41 going into halftime, we were picking up 94 feet on defense and still running down, getting the shot off in 6-7 seconds. You feel me? So I mean, if the guys are able to get that rest and get, you feel me, get all the way rejuvenated 100%, you know, go, you feel me, get him a little ass a couple days out of that week, you
know. Well, all right.
What's on your mind, sir?
Well, alrighty.
Bro.
See where your mind is, bro. Okay.
Dirty little hamster.
I want to go to you next. So, if the Knicks finish out the Celtics tomorrow, right? That gives them home court advantage in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Is that a major plus? Is that a factor in you thinking that they're gonna, you know, does that help the Knicks out at all? I guess you could say.
You talking to me or Bro?
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just think the Knicks need to keep playing basketball. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that means let the Boston Celtics win. But I'm telling you, man, the second that they get any rest, it's gonna be to the season's over. So I think the Knicks and the Pacers are really going to be a good series. I don't know why Boston's even showing. I'm going to keep it a buck. It's over, bro. So let's just stop.
All right.
Just keep it
I think the Knicks have shown to be a better road winning team this playoffs. They've won home games, but I just, like I said, the fight that they had in those first two games in Boston, bro, were like,
dude, I mean,
they were really putting it out there on the court, like.
Right, but Drew, but doesn't that kill? Okay, for Boston, the players, the fans, the atmosphere, Dave Portnoy, whatever the hell his name is, the piece of slice guy. If you get embarrassed, and they got embarrassed at home. I mean, Belly, you're a fucking Celtics fan. I mean, I'm sorry to intrude on your eating schedule, sir.
At least I'm not a Panthers fan, but yes, as you
stop. No need
stop. You see how hurt people hurt people. That's what they do. Hurt people or hurt people. That's how you did.
To Drew's point, I mean, the Knicks walked in there and they beat them down.
Yeah. You mean beat them down? We were down 20. We came back.
You know what I mean, Wes. In essence, they broke their will and they came back and
Mitch, I told you last night it was death by 1,000 cuts.
It was what?
It was death by 1,000 cuts last night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean that's valid. So, Jared, I'm glad you chimed in because I want to go to you next. All right, your team is up 3-1. What's this series? The OKC series. That's 2-1 and 3-1.
We're up 3-1.
No, you're up 3-1. What about?
Yeah, we're up 3-1.
Yeah, OKC and Denver is 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Yep, they're 2-2.
I mean, I think the more rest you give Ant and the boys in Minnesota, that's you're gonna hurt either. I don't. Who do you think is the best matchup for Minnesota? Denver or OKC? Wes, I'll let you go first.
I mean, personally, I think
I like OKC.
Okay, Wes likes OKC. Jared, who do you like?
I want Denver.
Any particular reason?
No.
Just they're I don't know. I just want Denver.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you think is a better matchup for the Timberwolves?
Who you asked that?
Drew.
Me?
I'm gonna come back to you, Drew.
Matchup wise, I would have to. I would say Denver, but I think I want to see them go up against OKC just because that's the cream of the crop. And if Ant is on this this tour of how they're saying, oh, he's taking out all of the legends,
the legend killer.
The legend killer, like
Randy Orton.
I think it would be a bigger, notch on his belt if he takes out the #1 team in the Western Conference in OKC and the potential MVP of the league, as opposed to taking out Jokic and a team that hasn't really looked, at championship caliber. So I would say the better team, the more appealing team to watch them play would be OKC, but the better fit is Denver.
Snow, what about you, Snow?
I'm gonna go with Denver. Just because it's kind of like what Drew said, I think the matchup would be a little bit even, and I don't really like SGA too much either.
Okay.
As Curve said. But I mean, you got Jokic against Edwards, right? I wonder how Gobert would be against Jokic, considering how Gobert kind of changed his game a little bit.
Terrible.
You think
Terrible.
so?
He'll get played off the floor. He'll get played off the floor.
Yeah, Joker kills him every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see Nas. You'll see Nas.
Yeah, Nas Reed will be on him, and they'll do exactly what OKC is doing to Jokic right now. They're going to run Nas Reed and Gobert, or Nas Reed and Randall at Jokic to force him to get the ball out of his hand.
You don't think Gobert would take that energy that he had with the Lakers over to this game? No?
Lakers didn't have a center that could
Jokic ain't Jackson Hayes.
Gobert's feet are slow. Gobert's feet are disgusting. I'm sorry. Like, he got corns, bunions, hammer toes, like hangnails. That's how bad his footwork is, bro. Jokic and his non-athletic self will definitely put him in a grinder and force him into foul trouble.
Bro. Joker is his kryptonite, bro. He doesn't play well against him at all, and has never done so. I think for me, and I'm sorry for cutting y'all off, but I just wanted to get this off my chest before I get upset. I have to curse Drew out. But if I'm being honest, I want to see Ant-Man versus SGA. And the reason why is because Ant-Man is going to be willing to say, I ain't got to worry about this dude dropping 40, not tonight. You know what I mean? And so he once his mind is set on that, that's what it's going to be. And I want to see that matchup, because say what you want about how good or great you think SJ is, he can score. So that'll be a good matchup with Denver. I just think that if it's Joker, I don't like that matchup, man, with this bum ass center, bro. I just don't. I don't think it was going to be well. So,
and who on Denver will guard in? Just curious.
Who on Denver? Yeah, that would be my question.
Who on Denver will guard in?
Nobody.
It would have to be Chris Brown, whatever that kid is.
That's
not be the one.
That's not.
He won't be able to.
He's gonna.
And it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, and my average like 30 a fucking game if Braun's on. Sorry.
I think he's averaging 30 a game now almost. So yeah.
I said the only problem is with that matchup
they keep
is
putting Buddy Hield on him, bro.
Oh, Buddy Hield is
garbage.
He's a backup.
He had a good run.
Boys.
Well, I think it's so we'll know by what, the weekend. We should know by the weekend. I think
Sunday, right?
I think the Knicks will finish them out tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope they do.
Is Spike Lee going to be in the building?
No, they're
oh god.
No, they're back in Boston.
He may show.
No, that's what I'm asking. Is Spike Lee going to be in the building?
He might be there.
If he's there, I think Spike
want to go to Boston.
Spike needs to stay in New York. I think Spike.
Don't go to Boston.
Stay out.
Yeah, Boston can get real racist.
If he was in Boston the first 2 games, Spike, go to Boston.
I think he'll be protected. I think he'll be
right
protected. But stay out of
Stay out of
Boston, Spike Lee.
Stay out of Boston. We don't want to make one of your movies about you, man.
That'd be crazy.
Do the wrong thing.
Yeah, somebody throw a trash can right at his head while he's sitting there.
Mookie.
Spike.
Yo, a trash.
That was right. I want some extra cheese on this motherfucker, Sal. Fucking cheese.
Hey, why is that dude stuttering in every movie he's in?
Hey,
Sal, go ahead over to Semolina.
No brothers on the wall, Sal. There ain't no brothers on the wall.
Every movie that guy's in, he's always the stuttering character. New Jack City, he stuttered. He was a killer.
No, I'm sorry. It's still the best part of that movie.
He stuttered in New Jack City?
First the
yeah, he stuttered. Remember, he was a stutter. He was a big guy, but he was a stutter in New Jack City.
You can't even talk.
No, you're mixing the characters, bro.
No, that's the same guy, right? Radio Raheem is the same guy.
Radio Raheem didn't stutter and do the right thing, bro.
No.
Oh, I thought he did. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's my bad.
He stuttered in New Jack City as Dutterman.
Never interrupt me again.
Talking about Dutterman.
When I was talking about,
he was always selling the magazines.
Mm-hmm. No, you're talking. That's who you talk about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You did not just step on my brand new J's. Anyway,
who said you could live on my side of the block?
Shout out to Do the Right Thing. Great movie. You haven't seen it.
It is.
All right, listen. Before I end the show, I have to talk about this. And since I got everyone on the show that is going to participate in this, Wes, don't roll your fucking eyes at me. I told you I'd talk about it. All right? Anyone in the chat, you want to take part of this as well? Listen. Before the season starts, in the next few weeks, your gracious co-host, the greatest co-host in podcast history, wants to have the 50 MCs discussion. Okay? Now, Wes, you're going to have to come up with some parameters on this because
it ain't going to be pretty.
It's not. Like, we really got, like, we got to set some rules. Like, one rule that we must set is that you have to be able to understand at least 3/4 of the rhyme in one song. Facts? Is everyone down with that? Drew? Bro?
I mean, if we have to.
No, listen, no one who says this. Yeah,
see, we started out wrong, right? We started out wrong right now.
We're excluding Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twista.
Oh, no.
If you putting them in, who said no? Who said no?
I don't think you could exclude.
If you dare say that Bone Thugs and Harmony or Twister are in the fucking top 50.
Oh, no.
You're not part of the conversation, sir.
No.
So I want to know how, like, with the criteria. I mean,
I'm coming.
If
bro, talk to your boy.
Wes, give me the criteria, please.
So, like I said, I was just throwing some ideas, and I want like impact, lyrics. What is it?
No record sales.
Oh, that's bull. No, you can't make that rule.
No. Like I said, I want to put in record sales because I understand the whole 50 thing. So, like I said, there's like 5 categories I was trying to
no record sales because there's lists out there
put your guys in.
Just saying.
But I'll shoot it to you guys probably in a week or so once I got my 5 categories, and we can kind of go from there.
There's gonna be an argument on the categories already. I see it already. It's gonna be an argument just on the categories already.
You argue with everybody. You can't put record sales in there, Reese, because there's lyricists. Hold on. There's lyricists, true lyricists. Like, I'll give it the number 1, Big Daddy Kane. You're gonna leave him off the list or put someone higher than him because someone has more record sales than he does?
But Mitchell, I'm saying you can still have the category, Mitchell. You can get one.
That category skews it all.
Nah, so
you
here's
can put more. Go ahead.
Here's what I would say. Here's what I would say is right. The reason why record sales has to be a part of the criteria is because we're talking about a peak time in hip hop and in rap. So you can say from 93 to about 2005, like record sales determined your flow of supremacy, right? Like you can't talk about the early 2000s without talking about Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, DMX,
Eminem,
Ludacris. Those guys were selling units. T.I., those guys, Jeezy, those guys were selling units. And Mitch, you might not like this, but I got all of those guys over Big Daddy Kane. just off rapping ability, storytelling.
Jeezy over Big Daddy Kane.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen.
This is why this show's gonna be great, everybody.
Listen.
You're gonna be want to watch this show.
1,000% yes.
Gucci over Big Daddy Kane.
TM 101. TM 101. I'm telling you,
Gucci man.
you can tell me
You said, Stino, you're suspended for a week.
That's crazy.
Right now.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
He said
That's crazy.
Gucci man.
I'm not gonna say Gucci, but I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna say
especially if mixtapes is gonna be in the category.
I'm saying.
Do that.
So now that I think we need to remove, because mixtapes skew a lot.
A lot, yeah.
I think skew a lot.
Okay, first
It has to be a studio. It has to be a studio based. If we're going to use albums, it has to be a studio based album.
Some motherfuckers at their peak wasn't signed to no motherfucker studio album to make an actual album like that. So they just dropping mixtape.
Thank you, Stino.
Name one.
Gucci. What you mean?
Drake.
And what are you talking about, Drake? What are you talking about? Drake's got what?
Drake.
Stop it.
Wait. No.
Yo Gotti was
independent. Wait a second.
But Yo Gotti's not going to beat. Yo Gotti's not going to be up there.
Before Drake put any of those albums out that sold all those records, bro, he was putting a bunch of mixtapes out, bro. Same thing with Lil Wayne. Same thing with Gucci.
That's
same
how
thing
we're
with
only. But hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Lil Wayne was signed to 13.
Hold on.
Lil Wayne was signed to 13.
What about
Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne was signed. Lil Wayne, when he was still dropping mixtapes, he still had a major record deal with Young Money, Cash Money. With Young Money,
he's been signed since he was 12.
And if you're really talking about Drake in this category, bro, you're only talking about one mixtape from Drake, bro. And that was October's Very Own. That's the only mixtape you're talking about.
What I'm trying to figure
after
out,
that was studio based.
I'm trying to figure out is how
what's
is it that we can hold on a second. How is it that we can to prove what you're saying? And first of all, I agree with both. I agree with the mixtape being a part of it, as well as the record sales aspect. But how is it okay to keep the mixtapes away and not do the same thing for the music? Because you don't view it that way, or Mitch don't view it that way, don't mean that the others don't view it that way and say that they're skewed. That's what I'm saying.
Because
I
agree with bodies of work.
G Unit, right? G Unit. We're not talking about G Unit on a level other than mixtape value. Now, if your mixtape value credits more to you than your studio-based albums, that skews, like, that is the margin of skewing. That's what I'm talking about. You can't be more known because of your mixtape value, and then your studio albums are dog piss.
So when it comes to these hold on. When it comes to these categories, Wes, I think we got to go at the mixtape king or something like that. Because lyrically, Stino, I love you like a brother, I swear. For you to dare say Gucci Mane is a better lyricist than Big Daddy Kane is blasphemy.
Okay, that's why this show's going to be great. But I think you need all 5 categories, because that separates the top from the top. I still think you need all 5 categories. It doesn't mean that one can't be looked at as greater than the other. Lyrical skill is always going to be high. I think it should be over album sales. That's why Vanilla Ice will never make this list. He got the album sales, but lyrical skill, he's terrible.
Make the fucking
That's I just said that.
He said he would never.
But like, you're using
that's what I'm explaining a point.
That was a good example.
I was explaining that point. It's an example. I'm saying that, that's why. But you put album sales in there because, okay, you want to compare Jay-Z to Eminem. Well, lyrical skill, they're both there. They're there in every other category. So now we go to album sales. It's almost like the tiebreaker.
But I also think that it comes with who's comparing to who. I look at a dude like Cannabis, bro. It's dudes right now rapping that's not fucking with Cannabis, bro, on no level.
Exactly.
But because he didn't sell no records, you gonna tell me that Jeezy better than him, and I just can't see how that's possible.
I'm sorry, but I can't put him high. I'm saying that's because it's a part of it, man. That's like saying a guy can't dribble, but he can score a lot. But I'm gonna take off because he can't handle the ball.
Wes, maybe do like we get a group of guys and do like 1v1s, and not just a versus battle, but like, everything that's incumbent. So we'll have more details on that. I mean, I stirred up the hornet's nest with that one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I like
NBA's
I
rigged.
kind of got a gist as what it's going to look like,
NBA's
what it's
rigged.
going to be like. So if I may even have to break it down, like, okay, we gonna stop it at this year, because this younger generation, comparing it to the older generation, I can see we're gonna have a problem with it, right?
Oh, that's always gonna be a problem.
We might piss off some
I may
YNs for
have to
sure.
put a cutoff.
Like Stino saying that Gucci Mane is a better version of fucking Big Daddy Kane.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Mitch. Gucci don't look like he's been through your ears more than maybe like once or twice. And probably would.
Hey, Stino, I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't know what goes down in Muncie.
Hold on, wait.
I have listened to a lot of Gucci Mane.
Who listens to Gucci Mane out here?
Hold on. I don't appreciate that, by the way.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Number two, I forgot more about hip hop than your Indiana ass will ever know.
Yeah, okay.
That's
all
facts.
white bricks.
Okay,
Damn,
Mr.
Tino,
New
you
York.
pulled the old man
Okay,
saying
Mr.
on
New
you. That's
York.
crazy.
Hey,
Fact.
people, this show is gonna be fire. Get
I
ready.
forgot
Listen
the
to this.
Mecca.
It's gonna be
I
fire.
forgot you're in the Mecca, so you know more, right?
No, I
Good
listened.
question.
Yo, what type of New York accent was that, blood?
I'll just say some shit, bro.
Is this gonna be like more of a regional
He's
thing?
from Chelsea. He's from Chelsea, man.
No, I can say this about Mitch. Don't let the looks fool you. He is a hip hop head. Like I said, whether it's regional or whatever, national, whatever.
I just got
He's
dissed
a
by
hip-hop
Eminem's
head.
crazy cousin Cheddar Bob.
Nuts.
I
That's
just
nuts.
got dissed by Cheddar Bob for being
Oh,
white,
hey,
whiter
let's
than I
be,
am.
hey, Wes, let's be real. Mitch does have a New York bias. He does have a New York bias.
Oh no, I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But
Wait, hold on.
I'm more
What did
defending
you
Yo,
just
wait.
his
Hold
hip-hop
on.
credibility.
Stop,
Hold
That
on.
Wes,
knows
hold on. What
hip-hop.
did you just say, Reese?
Hold on, bro.
You got a New York bias. It's okay though.
Yo, listen. Yo, and no shade to North Carolina, because North Carolina got some dope rappers, but come on, bro. You can't say that. It's not about being a bias, bro. Like,
No. I'm not. Maybe bias wasn't the word.
No, that was bad. That was a bad term.
Listen,
for him.
I
what
listen
about-
to hip hop? North, south, east, west. I don't give a fuck where you are. If you're hip hop, and I mean hip hop, I'm listening to you. So to Reese,
But you know you love New York rappers.
Reese
You love
and
New York
Tino.
rappers.
There you go.
Mitchell, you love New York rappers, and it's not a problem. I love New York rappers too. Again, I got a New York bias.
Boom, boom.
Oh God, Mitchell, I got a New York
Cali
bias with you. I got a New York bias.
What you
I
said-
love more
what you
New
said,
York
Jared?
rappers than anywhere else.
I'm biased towards Cali. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either.
I like pop.
There's a
I like
Ice Cube. Gang.
I like
No pun intended.
Too Short. I like all them guys out there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, speaking to like rap and everything. Wu-Tang got their farewell tour and they're stopping in Raleigh.
Say word?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hit up Carlos.
Yep.
Go see Los.
I still think T.I. is the king of the South. Ludacris is a close second. Outkast is
Whoa,
the greatest.
whoa! What did you just say? Oh, this is gonna be a fight. You didn't say T.I. is the king of the South. I know you didn't say that.
I still think T.I. is the king of the South. Ludacris is a very close second, and Outkast is the greatest. Outkast is the greatest group.
I don't care what you say.
Ever.
3 Stacks. T.I. is not touching 3 Stacks, so we can just stop that right now. He's not touching 3 Stacks. Stacks is the king of the South.
I fuck with Stacks.
I fuck with Stacks. I fuck with Stacks. But you want to know something? Stacks don't have a solo album by himself that can keep up with anything that T.I. has done or Ludacris in a solo. Name one.
Love Below.
Wait. I think a lot
album,
of T.I.
not a
music
song.
after
Album.
what was it?
Love Below is an album.
First off, Drew, Tribe Called Quest is better than Outkast. But
Nah, you bugging. Nah,
listen.
and I love Tribe Called Quest. But
now we're not saying New York bias,
bro.
I don't know about that one, man.
No.
You tripping. Love Below was a duo album, bro. I'm sorry.
Man, it was,
and I'm an Outkast fan, bro. I'm an Outkast fan, and you're bugging for thinking that that's a single album.
Bugging.
You're tripping.
Okay.
Anyway,
That was a duo album, bro. It wasn't sold separately. It was sold as a compact disc
you
too.
guys next week when we continue this crazy ass conversation. Well, good luck in making the categories. Stino.
Yeah, this shit's gonna get heated. I can already tell.
already.
Buckle
it's
up.
gonna get heated.
We can have the white off, bro. It's fine.
White off is crazy.
Listen,
Yo,
hold on. Listen, we don't have none of that here, sir.
Was that motivated, Stino?
We all have
what?
Was that motivated?
There is no color on this screen, bro.
We know.
I see red. Does red count?
Listen, we're all one nation, the No MaaM Nation.
That's right, baby.
Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can catch the boys. Shout out to our man Stino, J Curbs, Bro, Drew, Snow, Belly B, Reese, Wes, and of course myself. And of course, Drew, as always.